My full name is Judith Lee Imelda Papas Zaffirini.
We are on the record. The court reporter will now swear in the witness.
Would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear testimony that you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but truth, so help you God?
I do. There were senators who were involved from the beginning, working out their districts, and in fact were involved in map drawing. There were senators who talked about their involvement in their meetings and on numerous occasions, but they were all Anglo senators, not any senators who represented a minority district. Dewar said that he would help, but he did not. It was simply, in my opinion, a sham. Ensuring that the minority population's issues are addressed, those are our priorities. The proposed map introduced by Senator Seliger dismantled that district. Well, basically it took the minority population and cracked it, as we call it. We use the terms cracking and packing, and we believe that it cracked the minority population, moving some of that minority population into districts represented by people such as Senator Brian Birdwell, who uses the term illegal aliens that is so offensive to Hispanic Americans like me. We use undocumented workers, not illegal aliens. And here is a senator who uses the term illegal aliens, and all of a sudden his district includes this minority population. They also put some of the minority population, if I remember correctly, in Senator Nelson's district, Senate District 12. And Senator Nelson represents Denton County in that area. And of course, neither she nor Senator Birdwell would be a candidate of choice or an elected official of choice of the minority population. Sanctuary cities, voter ID, redistricting. They voted for.
Could you tell us what the Sanctuary Cities bill was?
Well, basically it was a bill that the minorities objected to very, very vehemently. And it was basically a bill that, I can't remember all the details of that particular bill because it had different versions, but it was a bill that was opposed by the minorities and that we believe discriminated against minorities, specifically Hispanic Americans. But because there were different versions of the bill, I can't remember exactly what version we voted on.
Did Senator Davis vote along the lines of what minority voters
Absolutely, absolutely.
Did the senators in whose districts the minority communities in former District 10 were cracked, did they vote the way minority voters would have voted?
Absolutely not. The Anglos were. The senators who represent the minority districts were not involved, and we thought that that was just outright blatant discrimination. And I can't tell you what was in their hearts or what their purposes were, but I can tell you that the result of their work was blatant discrimination and retrogression.
Did the members representing Anglo districts vote for the amendment proposed by Senator Davis?
No. It could be even worse if the legislature did not pass a plan, and instead by law the plan would then be developed by the Legislative Redistricting Board, and that would be an all-Anglo board. There was no opportunity to work with Senator Seliger. The hearings, I believe, were a sham. The process were a sham. It was just ridiculous. It really was ridiculous. It's as if they went in there with an intent. And the intent, to me, seemed to include a priority of dismantling Senate District 10. I saw that that was the case. Specifically when Anglo senators were called to private meetings and senators who represented minority districts were not. I saw an intentionally different treatment of senators, those who were Anglo versus those who represented minority districts.